Hi Kutis, I welcome you all to my class. Today we are going to study about the lesson Matter Around Us. This lesson is the 9th lesson in your science textbook. So let us go into the lesson. Our universe is made up of matter and energy. Just look around you. What are the things you can see? You can see pen, pouch, a table, door, everything, is it not? You could see, touch, hear, smell, or taste and perceive what the thing is it not? All kinds of matter possess mass and occupy space. Whether it is solid, liquid or gas, it will occupy space that has a definite mass and occupy space. See, this is a spoon, this is a cup, these are solid matter and they occupy space. This is tea, that is a liquid matter that occupies space, and air is inside the balloon, that is gaseous state of matter that also occupy space, is it not? If you are standing in a place, that place is occupied by you. So you are also a matter. So what is matter? Matter is anything that has mass and occupy space. Okay. As I told you, matter exists in three forms: solids, liquids and gases. Can you tell me a matter that can be there as solid, liquid or gas? Yes, you are right. That is water, is it not? Water can be in the form of solid as ice, in the form of liquid as water, and in the form of gas as water vapor. Okay. So, matter in any physical state is composed of smaller particles such as atoms, molecules or ions. All the matter, every matter is made up of minute particles. The minute particles such as atoms, molecules or ions, they are arranged in a regular and repetitive periodic manner. If it is arranged in regular repetitive periodic manner, that is a solid. If the arrangement is somewhat loosely packed, that is a liquid. If the arrangement is more loosely packed, that is a gas. Okay. And what is an atom? Atom is the smallest particle of matter. Atom is the smallest particle of matter. Atom is the smallest particle of an element which exhibits all the properties of that elements. Now, molecule, what do you mean by molecule? Two or more atoms combined together to form molecules. Two or more atoms combined together. That is, the combination of two or more atoms is a molecule. Now, ions. What are ions? An atom. In an atom, if the electron, outermost electron is lost or gained, then that atom will become an ion. This you will be studying in by the course of your time. Okay. Now we are going to study about element. What is an element? An element is a pure substance that cannot be broken down into simpler components. Elements consist of only one type of atom. In an element, there will be only one type of atom. Okay. An atom is the smallest particle of an element. An atom, this is an atom, this is an atom. So many atoms combined together to form the element. So, atom is the smallest particle of an element. All atoms of an element have the same size, shape and mass. The size, shape and mass of all the atoms in an element will be the same. Okay. Each atom has an atomic number. What is atomic number? Number of protons or electrons in an atom is atomic number. You might have studied that an atom consists of protons, electrons and neutrons. Okay. So, in an atom, number of protons will be equal to the number of electrons. That is why the atomic number is the number of protons or electrons in an atom. Okay. In an atom, number of protons and number of electrons will be equal, and the atomic number will be determined by counting the number of electrons or number of protons. Okay, that is atomic number. Till now there are 118, that is 118 elements were found, and many are natural elements. Some artificial elements are also there. What do you mean by artificial? Yes, man-made. Okay, man-made elements are also there. Okay. Now, symbols of elements. See, why should we need to represent the elements by symbol, by using symbol? Here you can see some mathematics. 5-8 equal to 13. So, how will you get 13 by using 5 and 8? Yes, by adding. What is the symbol we use for addition? That is a plus symbol, is it not? Likewise, 4-2 equal to 18. What is it for? Something should be here to make it as 8, is it not? What is it? Into. So, 4 into 2 equal to 8. So, in order to do mathematical operations, we are using the symbols. If we are not using symbols, maths will be very much boring, is it not? If the symbols are not used, it will be difficult to write the mathematical forms, is it not? So, that is easy. In order to make our work easy, we are using symbols. If there is no symbol, we should be writing it as 5 plus 8 is equal to 13. Like that, 4 multiplied by 2 is equal to 8. The same thing is followed in chemistry. In chemistry also, we are using symbols. Many types of symbols were used from the beginning. That is Greek symbols, alchemist symbols, Dalton symbols, Berzelius symbols, and now the present system of symbols for determination of elements. These are the symbols used from the ancient times. Now let us just have a glance about these symbols, Greek symbols. You know, ancient Greeks, they used different symbols, geometrical shaped symbols to represent the 4 basic elements around as such as air, water, fire and earth. Okay, so air is represented by a triangle with this. Like this, these were the Greek symbols used in the, not only in Greek but also it was followed in many countries. Then alchemist symbols. What is alchemist? Who is an alchemist? Alchemists were ancient scientists who tried to purify certain materials. Alchemists used different symbols to represent different elements. These elements were known as alchemist symbols. See, nickel, arsenic, antimony, water, like this, they used different symbols. And Dalton symbols. In the year 1808, an English scientist, John Dalton, tried to name different chemicals known in those days. These were difficult to draw and hence they were not used. In the year 1813, Jacob Berzelius devised a system using letters of alphabet rather signs. That paved the way to the modern present method of representing chemical elements. See, many symbols were taken from the first letter, capital letter of the name of the element. Boron, B, carbon, C, fluorine, F, hydrogen, H, iodine, I, nitrogen, N. Like this, the elements were named by the first letter. Symbols of the elements were taken from the first letter of their names. Then if more elements have the first letter equal, then the second letter will also be taken, but the second letter will be a small letter. Example, barium. Barium, beryllium, bismuth, bromine all has first letter B. So in order to differentiate barium, these four elements we are using the second letter, but second letter will be the small letter. So Ba for barium, Be for beryllium, Bi for bismuth, and Br for bromine. Now hydrogen, helium. Hydrogen has H, helium also first letter H. Therefore, in order to differentiate, we are using the second letter of helium, E, and that symbol is He. The nickel and neon. Nickel and neon has the first letter same, so I and E are. The second letters Ni and Ne were taken. Silicon, sulfur. Sulfur is given the name symbol S, and silicon is given Si because to differentiate these two elements. Now, what will happen if both the first and second letters are the same? See, argon, arsenic. Both the first and second letters are the same. So, third letter is taken. Argon, Ar, arsenic, A, S, third letter. Likewise, chlorine, chromium, Cl, Cr, third letter. Calcium, cadmium, calcium, Ca, but cadmium, Cd. Magnesium, manganese, magnesium, third letter is taken, Mg, Mn. Likewise, symbols will be. Certain metals are given names by the name of country or god or scientist or some specification, based on some specification. See, americium is an element. It is named after the country America. Europium, Europe. Nobelium, Alfred Nobel. In order to honor Alfred Nobel, Nobelium is given the symbol NO. Iodine, iodine is violet color. In Greek, violet is iodine. And mercury, god Mercury. Hydroxium, hydroxium is Hg is the symbol, hydroxium. And plutonium, Pluto. Neptunium, you know that these are the planets. Planet Pluto, planet Neptune, and planet Uranus. Now, certain elements are given their names from their Latin name or Greek name. See, sodium is an element, but it's given the symbol Na because Na is a Latin name of sodium, that is natrium. Potassium is given the symbol K from their Latin name Kalium. Iron, ferrum. Copper, cuprum, Cu. Silver, argentum, Ag. Gold, aurum, Au. Mercury, hydroxyuranum, Hg. Lead, plumbum, Pb. Tin, stannum, Sn. Antimony, terbium, Sb. Tungsten, wolfram. So based on these elements are given names. We will be going deep into the elements in the forthcoming classes. Hope you all understood what I taught you. We will meet soon. Till then, goodbye.